go today up here on the hill. We're going to hang out a few game cams and get ready for deer season. See if we can't locate us a few deer this year. So hang on, it'll be a rough ride. Spiders everywhere. Well, they won't last forever. Let's get down here and hang us up a few cameras. There's the tree house, if you want to call it that. Deer stand. It sure is nice when it's freezing out. Okay. the M880 cameras is quick as far as shooting. If you've got them across the trail, you can put them across the trail and set that on fast shots. Very seldom will you ever have anything past that. So anyway, I'll turn this off and we'll get ready to hang us a few of them. Good deer trail right here. Wore down pretty good. Splits off, goes up this way, down this way, and that way. Intersection right here. So what we need to do, put us one right here. This tree, it goes straight up and it curves out. So what we're going to do is put it where it focuses right down the trail. Set her up where it'll pick us up. I think that'll be sufficient. I'm going to bring it around this way a little more. Just a little. That's got that one. Okay. What I do with these cameras, when I hang one on a tree, unfortunately, I've got about twice as many cameras as I really need. So what I do is hang my cameras up, and then I hang another camera pointing at that camera. Of course, the second one is really hid and disguised. It's concealed very well, let's put it that way. And that way, when you have a dishonest hunter that roams the woods, it wants to get out and steal people's hunting stuff, cameras, tree stands, feeders, what have you. More than likely, they'll miss this one. They won't see it because it'll be up high, pointing down, or it'll be in a log, pointing up, what have you. And there's a lot of logs in the woods, a lot of trees to hang from, so just keep that in mind. So if you hang 2 cameras, I hang 4. But anyway, that's the way it goes. There's a feeder. Occasionally I'll put a little corn in it. It's nothing but a black pipe about 5 foot long, wrapped with camo cloth, wired to a tree. And it just sifts a little corn out the bottom there. All that is, I've discovered, is a good way to feed the coons. That's about it. And right here is a good mineral lick. And I'll spin you around this way, and you can see where I put some deer attractant right there. They've dug in pretty good on it. And that's been done for several years. You'll see some trails leading into it. Pretty neat that I feed the deer occasionally, not often, but I do keep minerals out year round. Here you can see the minerals that's in that stump, and you can probably see where they've been licking on them. Got their tongue prints in there. But no, they really do love when it melts or dissolves and runs down in that old stump. They just tear the ground up. Love it. They love it. And the does bring their babies here over all year, and they train those little ones and learn them where those minerals are at. And you're just assuring year after year use and access of your mineral licks if you keep them out all year. And it does the deer good. The does don't bring those babies here just for the heck of it. They're learning them where to come to get minerals. And it grows healthier and bigger deer. That's a fact. Now this is an area where we hang the second camera. I'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. Try to not make you dizzy and spin you around here. Of course, that camera's facing right straight out of trail. And hopefully I can spin around and you can see what I'm talking about here. Give you a 360 here. And maybe if I zoom in, you'll see what's lurking right there. Let me move this little twig here. I'll go show you. I don't know how good it's showing up on the camera, but right here. Camera number 2, pointing right at that camera. So when someone decides to pick a camera up, I think I'll pick them up. What I want to do here today is try to start a fire. And let's see how this goes. This is a Ferro Rod. It's new. Of course, you got to get that coating off of it. But the Ferro Rod came with a hole in it for a lanyard and this striker. I would assume that it's carbon steel. This is compliments of Nathan 4071, which is one of the most generous, kindest gentlemen that I've come across in a long time. If I am ever in need of ferro rods, he's got my business from now on. He's got a website, just like I say, Nathan 4071 on YouTube. And he sells these ferro rods on eBay. And I have several smaller. This one's about 5 inch by a 1/2 inch. Comes with this striker. I put the lanyard on it. But give him a visit, and if you need ferro rods, he's your man. Nathan, I really appreciate this. You've earned my business, so I'll be ordering more off of you, I'll assure you. They make nice gifts, and they start good fires. We're going to try it and just see how this works. Now, I'm a greenhorn when it comes to this right here, but we're going to try and see. I'm going to try it and see. I made this char cloth and didn't even know what I was doing when I made it. But I've seen enough videos that it made it fairly simple. So I'll just take a piece of char cloth out of there. There's no need for me to make a video on how to do this because there's a bunch of them out there. But anyway, you know, I would assume I could lay that right there on my leg and just give it a strike. And you know, that's just about it, one strike. And it's on its way. That's how easy that is to do. And it's going. So I'm cheating a little bit here. So what I done was brung my own bird nest with me. So we'll take this char cloth, which is already glowing, place it right inside there, and give it a little puff of wind. And you've got fire. Just that quick. Put a little kindling on it. I want to start a fire that's too big. That was just easy to start. There's a big ladder. I'm gonna chunk her up here and get a little going, and maybe make me a cup of tea. Nathan, I really appreciate this. You didn't have to send that, and I know, but you didn't. But I really appreciate it. It's like I say, I'll be ordering mine from you from now on. Definitely. Very generous guy. And one of the best fire starters I've saw. He can get them going in a heartbeat. Give him a opportunity to show you how that he starts fires. So it's like I say, his channel's Nathan 4071. Good guy. It won't take long to warm that up. Like I say, we don't want to get too hot here. Awful dry. Shouldn't be burning in the woods right now, but I've got water to put it out if need be. Oh yeah. I'm going to have to get on the other side of the smoke. It's a getting there. You know, it's peaceful out in the woods like this. Of course, I'm going to assume that the deer, when they smell this smoke, they're going to kind of wonder what's going on. Seems like no matter where you go, though, you hear traffic way off going up and down the highways. I need to be up there where Bushcraft Barton's at. Mike and Josie. Yeah, buddy. They've got a good channel. Bushcraft Barton. Or the Bushcraft Bartons. I've watched it for years and can't even remember exactly what it is. I just call them Mike and Josie. I don't want to get that to boiling because if I do, I'm just going to have to let it cool back down to drinking. I just want it hot. And it's almost there. You know, while I'm at it, might as well to warm me up a little dinner. MREs. I keep them in my pack for when I'm out hunting. A lot of times I just eat them. Some of them's fairly good. We ain't careful, we'll have holes in our dinner here. I'll turn this off so you don't have to hear me eat, but I'm going to go ahead and eat, and then when I get done, I'll kick her back on for you. Peace and quiet. You know, the cameras just don't do it justice. You're shooting at the camera, you're just seeing one frame. When you look around seeing hawks flying and squirrels playing, and you just can't get it all in one shot with a camera. I'm going to bring this camera right here where I'm at, and I'm going to give you a view of what I'm seeing. which is nothing spectacular, but I think all nature's spectacular myself. Care where you're at. Let me do that. There's where I was setting. About halfway up the mountain here. It goes way back up that way, but you can't see through the woods. There's the remnants of the brush when I cleared this out to build this. That's just cedar. Okay, I'd mentioned the other day about hinge cutting trees for the deer. And what we do is about this height, we'll cut a tree about 1/4 to 1/2 through and just let it lay over. And this bark will stay on as a hinge, and that tree will live for several years. But what it does is brings that browse down in the fall time when the deers don't have much to browse on. And it also gives them a canopy to go under and hide. Well, I don't know about hiding, but they feel secure under it. And my hook is right here. I'll leave up here, and I'll get it and show you. This is a hook I made. It's got a big sharp piece here, and then it's like a shepherd's cane kind of. And what you do is you can reach up, and once you cut that tree and lay back and help pull it over. Or if you need to push, you just push with that, and that kind of helps get it started. See, you can see the tree move when I push it. But when you're doing it by yourself, that helps. Of course, this is heavy, but it's been up here for a couple of years, and it looks just like it did. I'll put it back. We'll need it again. Well, looks like the squirrels, his belly's full because they've cut these hickory. They're gone. They've cut them all to pieces. That's good. At least they've got something to eat. Squirrel cuttings. I'll take my chair back up in a minute. Right now we need to put that fire out. I think that'll do it. I hope I don't need no more water. This chair here's my grandson comes hunting with me. He sits in this one. I'll take you up in the tree stand in a second and see what kind of view we see up there. Of course, with all the leaves on the trees, it's not going to be near as good as it is in the fall. But these leaves ain't going to be here much longer. They're already starting to change. All right, let's go up in the tree stand. What we do here is we can slide this window over. It just slides either way, or you can take it out and you can see in here. Of course, this is my chair right here. I'll set in. It's not going to focus too well, but anyway, that's the chair. Lazy chair. And these open. They slide back. When you're on the hunt, you slide them back like that. This one's the same way. You slide her back. Of course, you don't make near as much noise when you're doing that. And it's out the front. I'll raise it up a little more in a minute. Outside, left, front, and the side. Let's see if I can't get you a better shot. Okay, that's up closer to the window. That's what you'd actually be seeing. Right there is the mineral lick. So you've got a pretty wide view here. Just keep going, see, and then you come right into the side window. Of course, the camera's a little high, but you know, goes all the way around. I'll spin her right to the left, and then you see out that window. Of course, your head's going to be lower, but you can see pretty good. Good. All you need to see. Put a little heater in here. Slide that window shut. I'm going to slide it shut. See the difference that it makes in the camera. Washing the windows, that's for sure. That's it. It's getting warm in here. Let's get out. Right there is a death trap.